Hello everybody and welcome to the OANDA Forex Market Outlook for the 14th of July. My name's Simon Clarke from Trade with Precision, and I'll be discussing a few markets that are of key interest to me right now. Now, before I take a look at the markets, I just want to remind you of a couple of webinars that we're running tomorrow. We've got Forex in Focus, which is a live market analysis webinar. It's hosted by one of our Forex traders, and in this webinar we're going to be taking a look at the markets that are of key interest right now, some of the interesting structures in the market, some of those important levels, and we'll also be taking a look at some of those key features and key tools that OANDA provides on the FX Trade platform just to help us make our trading decisions. The second webinar that we're running is Avoiding Commonplace Trading Errors, and as the name suggests, this is a very useful webinar for traders of all different levels, just highlighting some of those common errors that many traders fall into and make a number of times. But more importantly, we'll be looking at techniques and strategies to overcome those errors. So if you'd like to take a look at those webinars, if you'd like to consider joining those, they are completely free to join. All you need to do is to check the OANDA website, click on Learn, click on Forex Webinars, and then you can register to join. Okay, so let's take a look at the markets that I'm going to talk about today. So the first one here is Great British Pound against the yen. This market, big key level on this market that I've spoken about for a long time has been this 173 level. In fact, I spoke about this last week, and what I was looking for was a pullback to it. So if we come down to the daily chart here, and if I zoom out slightly, you can see how many times this 173 level has been tested, and that we got quite overextended from this 173 level, back last week. And what I was looking for was a pullback to the level before looking at opportunities. And if I zoom in, you can now see that the market's pulled right the way back to 173. It's actually tested it on the nose, and now we start to get some bullish price action rolling round from here. So I'm sort of coming down to the lower time frames. If we come down to the sort of 4-hour chart, you can see the test of 173. We can then see that we've put in a high, we've put in a higher low here, and now a higher high. So the trend is now started to turn around. We've got some nice agreement here with our indicators. So it's a technique that we use with the RSI and the MACD just to gauge the direction and strength of the momentum in the market. And even coming down here to the 1-hour chart, you can start to see the turnaround sort of quite nicely now in this market. So again, what I'm looking for on this market is for entry opportunities to the long side. If I just zoom out of this slightly, you can see, just if I put a level through here, that the market has sort of tested another level just above it a number of times. So just reinforcing the sort of strength of the direction to the long side at this moment in time. This level's been tested a number of times on these lower time frames, broken through quite decisively now. Nice strong agreement on the indicators. So again, just looking for opportunities to the long side on pound yen. The next one, let's take a look at US dollar against the Japanese yen. Now, if we come down and take a look at this market here, what I like about this one, again, this one I have spoken about for a number of times. If I zoom out of this, we can see, well, for some time we've been in a sideways consolidation. What I like about this now is that the market's broken to the downside, and it's been very technical. It's tested these levels quite precisely. So if I just zoom into this, we can see two key levels here, 101.50 and 101.75, broke underneath, pulled back up, broke down, and now we're sort of pulling back up to 101.50 again. So if I come down to the lower time frames again, coming down to the likes of the 4-hour chart, just zooming out, you can see how many times these levels have been tested. In fact, these two levels have been tested many times. Market's now come right back to that 101.50, and I'm just looking for opportunities here to see if this market, this 101.50 holds. If it does, I'll be looking for opportunities to the short side. So that's a couple of markets that I'm keeping a close eye on this week for trading opportunities. I hope it helps, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now.